All right, so this video is in response to a question about fatality statistics with motorcycle riders. And so I looked it up and had some interesting results. So the question was, what do the statistics say about where more fatalities occur with riders of cruiser style bikes versus riders of sport bikes? And obviously the perception is, and thought process is, that the sport bikes have a higher rate of fatality than the cruiser bikes. Turns out that is correct, so no surprise there, that sport bikes, the last study that I could find that was done back in 2010 shows that sport bikes per 10,000 riders are 4 times more likely to get into a fatality wreck than cruiser bike riders. So there's the answer to that. Yes, it's sport bikes. But I think the perception and thought process of why it's sport bikes that have a higher fatality rate is actually wrong. Most think it's because these go faster, they're lighter, riders are, weaving in between, doing all those kinds of things. It turns out, it looks like it's because of the age of the typical sport bike rider versus the typical age of a cruiser rider. So a more recent survey, 2016, found that it's somewhere around 59% of sport bike riders are under the age of 30, in contrast to cruiser riders, which is less than 25% are under 30. So it looks like it's really, the causal effect is you have a much younger population that's riding these sport bikes, and of course probably in tandem with the fact that you got a bunch of inexperienced young riders arguably riding these sport bikes, and then they're also lightweight, super fast, etc. So it's a kind of a deadly combination, looks like, what the stats are showing. So I found that super interesting, because I went to find one answer, confirm that answer, but the stats actually showed something that I had never even thought about before. I know I've done a video in the past about the age of riders in general and what that means for likelihood of fatality wrecks, and we knew it was, a younger population are at a higher statistical probability of having a fatality wreck, but didn't really correlate that and narrow that down thinking wise of the difference between cruiser style versus sport bike style. So I found that real interesting. I hope you guys do too. Thanks for watching the video. Shoot me some comments, shoot me an email. SpauldingInjuryLaw.com is the website. My email, tspaulding@SpauldingInjuryLaw.com. For any questions, concerns, you want to talk back and forth about anything, have any other similar questions about stats that I could look up for you, be happy to do it. But anyway, there's your answer. Have a great weekend. Y'all be safe.